Big changes are coming to Manchester United. A new striker, a £50 million star ready to sign, and a move for Dani Vivian. Could this be a game-changer for Erik ten Hag? Stay tuned as we break down the latest transfer news and rumors surrounding the Red Devils. Man United news. New striker targets eyed as Ruben Amorim addresses Jim Ratcliffe plan. Manchester United are preparing for a huge Premier League clash with Tottenham on Sunday, with just 2 points separating the two sides. United are currently languishing in 13th, while Spurs are 14th, with both clubs enduring disappointing campaigns. Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim will be desperate to pick up a victory, having won just 4 league games since taking charge. United are also making plans for next season, with Amorim set to continue his major overhaul which began in January with the likes of Marcus Rashford, Antony and Tyrell Malacia shipped out on loan. Amorim addresses Ratcliffe plan. Amorim says he understands United's current financial issues, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe reportedly planning more mass redundancies. Ratcliffe has made some major cost-cutting moves since buying a stake in the club, and Amorim has been quizzed on the prospect of further job cuts. I have to understand all these problems, but that problem of our club is not new, Amorim replied. We already knew all the rules of financial fair play, but that cannot change the way I coach the team. New strikers targeted. According to a report from The Athletic, United are set to turn their attention to Liam Delap and Benjamin Sesko next summer as they look to strengthen their attack. Victor Gyökeres has been heavily linked with a potential reunion with Amorim, but the report states that such a move is now unlikely, with the striker wanting to join a club who can guarantee him Champions League football. The report adds that moves for either Delap or Sesko are more likely, although Arsenal are long-term admirers of the latter and could rival United for his signature. Latest team news. Amorim also gave an update on his squad ahead of United's trip to Tottenham after Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Altay Bayender, Johnny Evans and Tom Heaton missed their win over Leicester through injury. It has been a good week, Amorim said. Until 2 days ago, when we had some problems. Also, as we don't have players back. Maybe we will have 1 or 2 issues, but we are waiting. We have one player who is sick, so we will see the team on the weekend. But it was good to work with the team and to try to help the players in our performances. Ruben Amorim explains what Manchester United will have to do in next transfer window. Ruben Amorim has reiterated Manchester United will have to sell to buy players in the summer transfer window. United let Antony, Marcus Rashford and Tyrell Malacia leave on loan in the winter transfer window. Aston Villa have an option to buy Rashford in the summer, and PSV Eindhoven have the same with Malacia. Despite the outgoings and a -6 goal difference, United did not sign a forward to sharpen a blunt attack, having invested more than £200 million in 5 signings last summer. The only signings were centre-back Aiden Heaven for a compensation fee and left-back Patrick Dorgu for £25 million, rising to £29 million. United are preparing for another round of redundancies, having laid off 250 staff members last year. United have lost £300 million in the past 3 years and are in danger of failing to comply with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. Amid more imminent job cuts at the club, Amorim was asked about United's financial difficulties. Our biggest problem now is Tottenham. We know with the moment of the club, I have to understand all of these problems, but that problem of our club is not new. You knew the rules of fair play. We have a problem there at the moment, but that cannot influence the way I coach the team and prepare for the next game. So my focus is on that and not the other things. Here it is simple. To do something we need to sell players. So my focus is to prepare for the game. We cannot do now. The window is closed. We have to focus on the next games we have, especially the next one. Then in the summer we will see. You know the rules better than me. So our focus now is to win these games, and then we have time to focus on that. I'm really focused on winning the next game. United are a dismal 13th in the Premier League and still 11 points shy of the 40-point mark that is targeted by low-level clubs to avoid relegation. Tottenham host United on Sunday and are 2 points and a place below them, having finished 5th last term. Amorim stressed he is not comfortable amid the remote threat of relegation. The table, it is impossible to feel any type of comfort in this moment, Amorim added. We just want to win to improve our performance because we are Manchester United. We are always talking about the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's up or down. We need to win the next game. We need to improve and we need to perform better. There is no comfort in any situation in this club. Manchester United agree midfielder's exit, even though transfer window has closed. One of Manchester United's midfielders could soon be packing his bags. Since the start of the Premier League season, there has been widespread speculation about Brazilian midfielder Casemiro's future, with him and Christian Eriksen being linked with a move away from Old Trafford. Having arrived at Man United for £70 million from Real Madrid, Casemiro was already 30 when he signed his contract, so the club knew they wouldn't be getting a fiscal return on their investment in the midfielder. Now, manager Ruben Amorim has publicly stated that he cannot keep up with the pace of the Premier League. Now, a failed Arsenal move could spark a move back to his native Brazil, even though the English transfer window has closed. As the January transfer window dwindled to a close, Brazilian club Flamengo made an approach for Arsenal midfielder Jorginho. The Italian is out of favor at the Emirates and struggles for regular game time, but the move was still blocked by the club. Instead, Flamengo are now pushing for Casemiro's signature, and the 32-year-old is apparently keen on getting a deal over the line. This is only possible because the Brazilian transfer window does not close until February 28th. Quoted in Brazilian outlet Bolivip, journalist Jorge Nicola said, "I can assure you that Flamengo has been investigating the player's situation in recent days. The English club is willing to loan him out and help with part of his salary. Felipe Luis, manager, would love to have Casemiro. Flamengo understands that, given all the figures, it is a very risky business. Even if United agrees to help with most of the salary, it would still be a very high amount to be paid." £50 million player prepared to agree move to Manchester United. Manchester United appointed Ruben Amorim as the new head coach after dismissing Erik ten Hag last October. However, the Portuguese boss has found it difficult to implement his style of football at Old Trafford thus far. He likes to deploy a back three system and wingbacks are essential in his style. However, neither Diogo Dalot nor Noussair Mazraoui have managed to display their best in this position as they are more comfortable in the fullback role. On the other hand, Luke Shaw has been out injured, while Tyrell Malacia was struggling after returning from a lengthy injury before being loaned out to PSV Eindhoven in the winter window. So, the Red Devils opted to hire Patrick Dorgu from Lecce in the winter window for the LWB position. Now, Team Talk claim that Man United are also keen on purchasing Giovanni Quenda from Sporting CP in the summer window, with the player open to moving to Old Trafford to reunite with his former boss, Amorim. The 40-year-old gave the youngster his breakthrough in Sporting's first-team squad this season before leaving. The 17-year-old has an £83 million release clause in his current contract, but Sporting could be open to letting him leave for a significantly lower fee, with Portuguese outlet Abola reported last month that Man United have already agreed to sign Quenda for a fee of around £50 million. Quenda is a left-footed winger and can play on either flank, but he burst onto the scene under Amorim as a RWB. He has made 9 goal contributions in all competitions thus far. Newcastle United logo. Newcastle United. Loading official content. Keep watching. Therefore, Man United might be viewing the future with Dorgu as an LWB and Quenda on the right. Amad Diallo can also provide cover in the RWB position if needed, while Dalot is an option as well. United don't have any specialist LWB after Dorgu. Therefore, they should go for another LWB next summer to add depth to this area.